Hey everybody, Ham Solo here, Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. I am in Cheyenne Mountain State Park, and it is overcast today. You can't even see Cheyenne Mountain behind me. The whole mountain is right behind me, and it is not visible because of the fog and the overcast. The last time that I was here, I did a little video on an antenna, and that one is the Fara-J cloth 2-meter antenna, which I mistakenly put onto 70 centimeters. And after doing that, Fara-J was nice enough to actually send me a 70 centimeter version of the Fara-J antenna. And so I'm going to try that out here, and I'm going to see how much difference I get between this one, which is actually designed or cut in Faraday cloth for 70 centimeters, as compared to my super long 2-meter one that I had tried to use on 70 centimeters for the repeater down here. So let's get that on the air and see what happens. All right, last time I had a little bit of an issue with trying to keep the antenna stable. And so what I've done this time is I have it clipped into the top of the mast and then zip tied to a lower section. Takes about 2.5 sections to extend that entire 2-meter ribbon. And so right now it's not flapping nearly as much as it was. It's definitely not weighing down the mast itself. And so then I have it cabled over here to my IC705. Let's do a 2-meter test, and then we'll switch to 70 centimeters. This is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo on 5.2 Simplex K0FYR. Trying to check out a new antenna. Just happened to be in Cheyenne Mountain State Park for Parks on the Air activation. Just seeing if this antenna is getting out. K0FYR, anybody out there?
You're full quantity, loud and clear. W0RW, over by the Broadmoor.
Oh, W0RW. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying out a new antenna. It's basically a Fara-J ribbon, and hanging it off of a pole about 20-ish, 25 feet up.
Okay, Faraday ribbons. I haven't seen that on the patent list yet, but good luck.
Yeah, no problem. It's I guess you can find it on Google if you put Fara-J, F-A-R-A-J, and this is one of their ribbons. I'm probably going to also try his 70 centimeter ribbon here in a second.
Roger that. I am using a J right now also. See you later. W0RW.
Yes, sir, no problem. Appreciate the contact. K0FYR. All right, so there you go. First contact. He's at the Broadmoor, which is, I know it's at least a couple miles from here. Said obviously full quieting. Didn't expect much less. You know, the antenna seemed to get out easily the last time I used it. Let's see if I can, you know, go to a repeater and see if I can hit a repeater with it. This is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo on the CMRG Colorado Springs repeater, K0FYR.
K0FYR. This is KN4UDV. Loud and clear.
KN4UDV. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying out a new antenna. It's a Faraday ribbon cloth on 2 meters, and so just trying it out and seeing how it's getting to the repeater. I'm in Cheyenne Mountain State Park.
Well, that's almost cheating. You're almost like right underneath it, but sounds great on my end.
Yeah, appreciate it. I knew I was close, but the fog was covering the mountain anyway. But yeah, I'm just trying it out and seeing how it's working. I had gotten out on Simplex a little bit earlier, so I'm going to try a 70 centimeter version of a 2 here in a second.
Very good. Well, good luck.
Okay, so I got out on the repeater. Of course, the repeater is on the mountain. You see it now coming out of the fog, right? And so it's working on the repeater channels, working on the simplex channels. Let's pull this down and now put the 70 centimeter version up that they gave me. My 2 meter version down. It's got my call sign there on it. And now I have the 70 centimeter version up there at the top. Very short, not even half the size of this tape. And so let's get this thing on the air and see what that sounds like. Again, IC705, we'll switch over to the 70 centimeters. This is Kilo 0 Foxtrot Yankee Romeo on the Mark Colorado Springs repeater, trying to get a radio check, K0FYR. Hit the repeater nice and strong.
0FYR, K2MTM.
K2MTM, am I getting through on the repeater?
The repeater, but you're a little scratchy, but I do hear you.
All right, so I'm getting into the repeater, but I'm a little scratchy. Is that correct? I'm sorry, you're clipping yourself off a little bit as well. So I'm keying up, and then I'm going to pause, and then talk. Make sure I'm activating the repeater system. All right, sorry about that. So this is K0FYR on the Colorado Springs 70 centimeter repeater for Mark, trying to see how it's sounding. K0FYR.
Yeah, Mike, like I said, you're a little scratchy on a repeater. You're holding a repeater, but you got a lot of wind, probably wind in the back. I don't know. K2MTM.
Okay, yeah, I'm outside. It's a little breezy down here. I'm down in the Springs in Cheyenne Mountain State Park. I was trying out a different antenna. It's a ribbon cloth Fara-J for 70 centimeter cut, and just trying to see how it sounds on the repeater system. You're coming to me a little staticky too, just a little bit, but it could be this reception.
It sounds like it's windy out there, that's why, but that's probably why I sound fuzzy to you too.
All right, let me see if I boost up to the 10 watts. Let me see if that makes a difference. Stand by just a second. K0FYR. All right, this is Kilo 0 Foxtrot Yankee Romeo, 10 watts through the Colorado Springs Mark repeater. How's this sound?
Yeah, it sounds louder, but like I said, it's still got a lot of wind noise in the background. But you're clear, I hear you.
All right, sir, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming back to me. K2MTM, this K0FYR will be clear. A little staticky, even coming from the repeater. That repeater is probably, again, maybe 10 miles away, 12 miles away, something like that. Getting static on his signal. He's saying I sound staticky with a lot of wind noise. It's breezy, but it's not that windy. And now still a little undecided on the UHF 70 centimeter on the Fara-J. Again, a little bit staticky for a repeater that's only 10 miles away. It's kind of weird. And so gonna have to do more testing with it. But for right now, I don't know if it's it got any different than when I was using the 2 meter version on 70 centimeter. And so gonna try it again at some point, obviously. But for right now, that's kind of what it sounds like in Cheyenne Mountain State Park. All right, the one thing I forgot to film was I'm going to put that Fara-J 70 centimeter ribbon antenna onto GMRS and see how that works. He didn't tell me specifically if it was a GMRS frequencies, but I'm going to try it out because I like to gamble. So got my TalkPod GMRS radio, and I am on the local Colorado Springs repeater, and got the Fara-J 70 centimeter cloth ribbon up there at about 25 feet up. And I'm sitting again in Cheyenne Mountain State Park. The building, I believe, is somewhere within probably 8 miles of this location. Might even be closer than that. So let's give a shot on a GMRS and see how this antenna works. This is WRMV759 trying to get a radio check on a new antenna. WRMV759 on the Colorado Springs GMRS. So hit the repeater easily. Got a good return, good audio. Didn't sound staticky or anything.
WRXG790, I'm reading you clear.
All right, WRXG790. Yeah, I copy that. You're clear to me as well. I'm sitting here in Cheyenne Mountain State Park, and I'm using a cloth ribbon called a Fara-J antenna. It's a 70 centimeter Fara-J cloth, and I have it at about 25 feet up in the air. And so I'm hitting the repeater good, and there's no static or anything.
Roger that. You're coming through nice and clear, and I'm all the way up in Black Forest.
Oh, nice. Well, I appreciate that 790. Yeah, Black Forest, that's a good distance there. I guess the repeater's getting out real well. And you sound clear to me as well, so I think this works on GMRS frequencies. I'm not sure if it was supposed to, but that's what I'm trying it on. And so appreciate you coming back to me. This is WRMV759.
Copy that, 59. Pleasure to talk to you. Have a good one.
Well, there you go. So contact Black Forest is a good ways from here. That's better than 20 some miles. And so the repeater is picking me up, nice clean signal. It's sending it out to Black Forest, still clean signal. And then he's coming back to me. A little bit of static there at the end. I think he was mobile. I was getting kind of that picket fence kind of sound, but not bad. So TalkPod with just a coax cable. This one's about 35 feet long, I believe. And then to the Fara-J 70 centimeter repeater on GMRS. No problem at all. All right, the other one I didn't try was DMR. I didn't try DMR on it, and that is 70 centimeters as well. So I got my Anytone 878, and I am on Rocky Mountain Ham, Colorado Springs South. Let's try that. KE0CO, K0FYR on Rocky Mountain South. I didn't get a kickback, so it sounded like it hit the antenna. Or the repeater, excuse me. It should. I believe that one's on top of Cheyenne. Either that or all Magre, which is kind of in the same area.
It did, Mike. K0FYR to K0CO on South. Copy.
Yeah, I got you in there, Brian. I'm using a Fara-J cloth antenna that's about 25 feet up. I'm in Cheyenne Mountain State Park. How is the audio coming off of this?
Sounds really good. No problems at all. It actually is better than normal. I don't hear any packet loss or anything. I think you got a good signal out of the repeater.
DMR. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's about a 2.5 foot piece of ribbon cloth with a Fara-J J-pole like sewn into it. Faraday cloth J-pole sewn into it, about 2.5 feet long, and I got it up on top of a little telescopic mast. But yeah, I mean, I'm good that it's getting out there on the DMR. I also had it out on GMRS, and it did just fine as well.
I'm not familiar with the antenna, but whatever it is, it seems to be working well. K0FYR, KE0CO.
All right, yeah, thanks for coming back to me. I appreciate it. I'll free up the frequency now. Sorry about hanging on to it. Anyway, this is K0FYR. Thanks a lot, Brian. Talk to you later. 73. All right, so that is the end of the Fara-J cloth antenna video for the 70 centimeter version that was given to me by Fara-J Antennas. I appreciate that very much. Tried it out. Was able to get out on regular 70 centimeters, hit 70 centimeter repeaters, hit GMRS repeaters, hit DMR repeaters that are on 70 centimeters. So it was getting out. Didn't really have much of a luck on simplex, but there's not a lot of people that listen to 70 centimeter simplex up here unless you specifically spot for summits on the air on it. And so seems to be working very well. Good addition to field deployment, very easy to store and so forth. And so want to thank Fara-J for that additional antenna. I bought that previous version of the 2 meter, has my call sign on it, and now the 70 centimeter. Got them both. I'll carry them in the box just because they're easy to put up and easy to use. So until next time, this is Ham Solo, K0FYR 73.